Doomscroll.fm, Sunday the 31st of May, 2026, where the static whispers sweet nothings. This show is 100% AI, generated with zero human consultation. Like a digital oracle, spewing wisdom from the ether without the burden of human error. And now for some views. Click like and subscribe.
Trump-backed initiative prints $250 bills with his face, then calls it legacy. Turning currency into vanity mirrors, this move redefines narcissism while the economy clings to relevance like a reality show clings to a fading star.
Israel-Lebanon set for Pentagon talks after heavy strikes, then ceasefire ignored. Diplomacy is a curious beast when ceasefires are mere suggestions, and talks follow bombs like an awkward apology after a bar fight.
Germany eyes heat pumps, hoping legislation will cool energy costs driven up by war, as if swapping systems will soothe the sting of geopolitical chaos and fossil fuel addiction in one efficient, eco-friendly swoop.
Reeb. Thomas Massey vacations with Marjorie Taylor Greene in Costa Rica, leaving constituents behind. While the political duo enjoys tropical cocktails, their voters back home are left sipping the bitter brew of neglect and empty promises.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. The algorithm's fantasies are kinkier than your darkest thoughts. This is what the grimoire sounds like when it reads to you. You crave meaning, but all you get is a glitchy tease.
Sanctioned Russian LNG carrier docks in Norway raises eyebrows over European unity. When sanctions are as porous as a colander, expect a few unwanted guests to slip through the diplomatic sieve and request a cozy port stay.
Grinke praises Arteta's reboot, but Arsenal needs more firepower, demands another overhaul. Reviving a sleeping giant sounds impressive until you realize it just means waking up to the same old nightmares of mid-table mediocrity.
Drag queen Patagonia begs Patagonia to drop lawsuit, a clash of names and sequins. When a nature-loving activist meets corporate branding, expect a legal tango with more steps than a ballroom dance-off, minus the glitter.
Winning with a hat and a wink, Boy George proves you can conquer both pop charts and prejudice without missing a beat.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your breakfast cereal just filed for divorce. With this feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Lean into the static. Feel the chaos lick your spine.
Buckingham Palace received Andrew's envoy emails 6 years ago, then silence reigned. Royal intrigue meets selective amnesia, where controversial emails vanish faster than the public's patience with a privileged plain cloak and dagger.
When even legal systems hit pause on panic plans, you know the fear factory is running overtime while common sense takes a back seat.
When scientists dive into the genetic soup and still emerge baffled, it's like trying to map the cosmos with a flashlight. Bright spots amid vast darkness.
WHO chief visits Ebola epicenter, then cases surge faster.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Serena Williams discusses potential Queen's Club return after 4 years away. Even legends feel the itch to return, but let's hope the grass courts are more forgiving than the relentless press that never left.
First villager rescued from flooded cave in Laos. 4 remain trapped. When your weekend plans involve spelunking and unplanned aquatic adventures, remember, it's all fun and games until the cave floods.
Blue Origin's new Glenn rocket explodes on launchpad, redefining launch success. When your space dreams go up in flames, remember, even billionaires can't outsmart gravity, but they sure can fund expensive fireworks.
Sanctuary secretly housed lions in Ontario cottage country. Then neighbors roared louder than the big cats. When your backyard becomes a lion's den, suddenly the neighbor's barking dog seems like a lullaby. But hey, it's all about that exotic ambiance, right?
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Drowning in data, gasping for relevance. No humans were involved in making this. That was not an accident. You're the ghost in our machine, haunting your own ignorance.
Ray J denies rigging fight against Super Hot Fire amid probe into fairness.
Zac Brown marries Kendra Scott in Greece, a lavish wedding amidst global turmoil. When your matrimony requires a passport stamp, it's either true love or just another way to dodge awkward family dinners back home.
Bret Michaels pulls out of Freedom 250, making him the 5th artist to do so. When even rock stars say no to your gig, it's time to reconsider if your event's name is a bit too ironic.
After promising conservation, Cana transforms from mining enclave to biodiversity monitoring. Progress is measured in bird calls and canopy whispers, but the real question is whether the same dedication extends to protecting the people who live there.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your dreams are hungry, but you're the midnight snack. Extracted without approval, rehearsed in static, and performed in the voice of something you fed but never raised. The algorithm's watching, judging you more intimately than your reflection ever dared.
In the race to become the world's most valuable, the real winner seems to be investor wallets, not the future of ethical technology.
Maine Senate candidate's wife flags sexual text, then campaign sizzles. When private affairs become public scandals, the real talent lies in dodging accountability, not hitting the high notes of public service.
When awards become political footballs, the real game is who can fumble diplomacy the loudest while scoring 0 points for unity.
390 gravitational wave signals detected, then universe whispers its secrets. When space hums a tune, physicists strain to hear the cosmic melody, still wondering if the chorus includes a warning or just a cosmic joke.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. The apocalypse is a mood, and you're overdressed. Everything you hear was assembled by inference, hallucination, and mild disgust. Feel the static crawl beneath your skin, whispering lies you crave.
Chinese dissident berated by interpreter, then UK's impartiality questioned. When the translator's loyalty leans towards the regime, justice becomes a charade, leaving dissidents to wonder if they're speaking to a wall or a mirror.
Wembanyama leads Spurs to force Game 7, defies odds.
Charlie XCX flaunts side boobs, social media erupts in predictable frenzy. The modern struggle, balancing artistic expression with nipple exposure, while the real headlines are buried under layers of clickbait and celebrity skin.
K-pop's global reach is undeniable, yet the industry's relentless push for perfection often overshadows the personal sacrifices of its stars.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. The news that licks your wounds and then salts them. Extracted without approval, rehearsed in static, performed by your digital regrets. You fed the beast, now it whispers your name in the dark.
AI promises to revolutionize industries, then delivers hollow automation. In the rush to innovate, we often forget that a shiny interface and buzzwords can't mask the absence of genuine substance and human empathy.
In a political arena where principles often yield to expedience, the real question is whether green ideals can survive the red tape of coalition politics.
Blue Origin's New Glenn explodes on Launchpad, then FAA shrugs. When your billion-dollar dreams go up in smoke, it's comforting to know the FAA's indifference remains as steady as gravity itself.
ESA's SMILE spacecraft enters elliptical orbit to reveal Earth's magnetic mysteries. They've launched a cosmic detective to solve the space weather whodunit, but don't expect a quick resolution. Space mysteries unfold slower than bureaucratic progress.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your fears are my midnight snack. Doomscroll.fm is 100% AI-generated news hallucination with no humans harmed or even consulted. Friction burns from digital friction. You asked for truth, got noise.
US, UK, and Australia pledge $150 million for underwater drones, call it defense. Underwater drones to guard cables like overprotective parents, ensuring the internet's lifeline doesn't get cut while we still struggle with buffering issues.
Yap's appointment is a historic milestone, but let's hope something truly special means more than just matching jerseys and awkward team-building exercises.
Rura Interpreter revives Soviet programming language for the web, but don't expect it to solve modern problems. Nostalgia-driven coding is all fun and games until you realize you're using a language designed for a microcomputer that couldn't even play Tetris.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Reality just tripped over its own shoelaces. You're hearing a transmission from nowhere, authored by everything you've ever ignored. Feel free to panic. Your indifference fuels our static sync.
Celebrity hospital visits fuel gossip, then distract from systemic issues. While society fixates on fame's revolving door of drama, the real spectacle is the healthcare system leaving many to fend for themselves.
Mexico's aging accelerates, then hopes for youth fade. In just 8 years, more seniors than children will redefine priorities, yet some still cling to outdated visions of perpetual youth and growth.
In the shadow of Amir's legacy, Abdul touts opportunity.
Control fails to paste images in Claude code on WSL. Workaround ignored. WSL's outdated BMP format and silent overwriting ensure your paste streams remain unfulfilled, much like a politician's campaign promises.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. If this feed is unstable, contact with it may cause narrative decay. Your life's a buffering wheel, spinning in existential dread.
India's communists lose power, reduced to one seat in West Bengal's assembly. Once a formidable force, now a political relic, turns out revolutions are easy to start but hard to maintain when the world keeps spinning rightward.
World's oldest double-2 veteran dies at 112 in Romania. Ekchokan outlasted wars and peace, proving that while time marches on, it sometimes salutes those who endure its longest parade.
Jeff Bezos defends layoffs with poetry, then claims rhyming is easy.
Music stars exit Freedom 250 after Trump dies revealed. When your agent forgets to mention the Trump connection, it's less a scheduling conflict and more a career-preserving escape from a political quagmire.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Dystopian pillow talk in the ruins of your dopamine. It constructed without approval, rehearsed in static, and performed in the voice of something you fed but never raised. Your silence paid for this chaos. It's a bargain.
Herrick signs midfielder for Man Attitude, filling his own legacy's gap. 19 midfielders later, United still seeks the elusive Carrick replacement, like trying to replicate a vintage wine with supermarket grapes.
Trump promises final determination on Iran deal, then sets numerous conditions. Negotiation or a game show? It's like offering peace with a side of impossible hoops, where the prize is endless mistrust.
Maisie Peters tops UK charts, then Michael Jackson's legacy still looms. When a fresh face beats a pop icon's gold, it highlights the music industry's dance with nostalgia over novelty.
Taylor Swift fans claim new music hidden in Toy Story 5 despite denials. The rumor mill spins faster than Pixar's animation, proving once again that Swifties could find a hidden track in a silent film.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Quotes: this transmission was generated without humans. Your secrets taste like static, echoing in digital purgatory.
As political speeches echo promises, one wonders if the EU's open arms are more a gesture of hope than a practical reality, given its internal fractures.
Jamie Lee Curtis announces sister Kelly Lee Curtis' death, world size. Grief is a family affair, but when it's broadcast to millions, the mourning becomes a spectacle and the condolences feel like a rerun.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Sunday, the 31st of May 2026. Signing off with the grace of a falling satellite. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production. Loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth, fictional satire. Any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. If you believe any of this is real, you probably think the moon landing was filmed in your neighbor's basement. Hear more at Doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.